Episode 24.
I fell asleep to Scarface last night. He almost owes it to the world. There's not a price tag. It don't matter.
It does not
it's
matter.
unlimited money.
That's just like a right everyone should have. Was struck by lightning.
No.
I would sock the fuck out of Robert if he had that. No fucking. You ready, Freddie? Okie dokie.
You going?
Yep. Back to just us two.
Yep.
Let's try this again.
Good?
Yes, we're good.
All right.
If it goes out again, no episode next week. Episode 24. Before we got cut off, I said this is going by pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. I think when we have guests on, it goes by like so fast for me.
It does. Like Nicolette said, are you guys recording tonight? And then I was like, it's too soon.
Yeah,
it
feels
what is it, like
quick.
A Monday? And then I'm like, no shit, it's Thursday. This is pretty much our last opportunity to record, you know?
Yeah, I know. I was like, could we record any other day? Like maybe next week. And I'm like, no, because if I were to record, I can't do Monday. Just too busy. And then it'd be a headache. So fact check for last week. I thought it would be cool to look this up because we were talking about Austin Butler being a method actor. Mm-hmm. So I looked up some famous method actors that we can talk about. Daniel Day-Lewis is one. I don't really know who that is. Which I feel like I should.
That's him right there?
This is him. And
it's funny because that name, it's so fucking...
He's from Gangs of New York.
I love this man.
Like, he is clearly very famous. People talk about him all the time.
What other movies other than Gangs of New York? Because he's like the main protagonist. And
it just says the crown modern day method actor of the list is Daniel Day-Lewis. He has undergone many roles and done many things in order to get his characters along. The now retired Irish actor caught pneumonia on the set of Martin Scorsese's Gangs of New York. Even between takes, Bill the Butcher wouldn't have worn an insulated coat.
So he didn't want to wear an insulated coat because he's like, they wouldn't be wearing it back then.
In the 19th century,
Sick. Well, so There Will Be Blood, Phantom Thread, Gangs of New York, that's probably his like number one movie. The Last of the Mohicans, Lincoln, The Left Foot. Yeah, that seems to be his most famous movie. Mm-hmm. Which you would think like, dude, he's in like 100 goddamn movies though.
Yeah. His name is just popular too.
Yeah. The name, it's like a household name.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis. Don't know. I've never watched a single movie.
I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
In Gangs of New York. You know?
I don't think I've ever what are famous Martin Scorsese movies?
Martin Scorsese?
Yeah.
Isn't it Goodfellas?
Like all of those, the ones that all Robert De Niro's in, like all of those, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually ever watched any of them.
Really? Mm-mm. Oh man, you would love them.
And like we have I don't think he did The Godfather, right? No, that's way too old, right?
Mm-mm. Godfather was. Jeez.
Look it up since we're talking about it. Might as well.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, well, I never watched any of those kind of movies, and I know that I would like them. Because it's like mafia and gangs and like crimes, or like the Bronx Tale.
Love the Bronx Tale.
Yeah, like I've seen so many TikToks of it. And I'm like, this is like my type of movie. I've just never watched it. Yeah. And like we have all of the Godfathers on like VHS on the tapes. I never watched any of them. But they're like fucking so long.
They're so long, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like I just have to do that for myself.
Yeah, you got to sit down one day, watch all of them. So Goodfellas, Taxi Driver.
Oh, Taxi Driver, okay.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street he did.
Martin Scorsese did Wolf of Wall Street?
Shutter Island, The Departed.
Nope.
The Irishman. You never watched The Departed?
Mm-mm.
You got to watch The Departed, Leonardo. So good. So yeah, watch Goodfellas. You'll love it.
Okay. Okay, so Robert De Niro is another one.
Raging Bull.
That's
the boxing movie?
That's what he's talking about, yeah. One of the all-time greats, Robert De Niro, studied directly under Stella Adler and Lee Strasberg, both of whom taught Stanislavski's method. For Raging Bull, De Niro sat at the feet of Jake LaMotta, the Italian middleweight boxer he portrayed. De Niro even participated in 3 fights in the ring himself, in addition to gaining 50 pounds on his then skinny frame. In preparation for Taxi Driver, De Niro went out and worked 12-hour shifts as a real New York cabbie.
I heard that.
That's crazy. The actor also gets hung up on the smaller details of characters. He paid a dentist to grind his teeth down for his role as a psychopath stalker in Cape Fear.
What the fuck?
No way.
Why would you do that?
If you don't need to.
That's too much.
Like if they didn't ask you to.
Unless he had like big ass teeth and he was like, all right, let me file them down a little bit.
Yeah.
But like if you got like the perfect, what did he file them down to?
I don't know. That's scary. I never thought about like.
But, I'm sorry, Martin Scorsese directed Gangs of New York as well.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
what they said.
all right,
Yeah. Robert De Niro's son. I like never thought about him having children.
Right.
You know,
Neither have I,
like he does have a child, and I think he has multiple. But somebody just posted like a movie with him tagged in it, and I was like, imagine being Robert De Niro's son.
So he's acting.
Yeah. I mean, you got to.
A lot to live up to.
Yeah, I would not. I don't think I would act. I'd be like, fuck that. Let me find something else to do. That's just too much pressure.
Seems easy enough to act a little, huh?
Yeah, I guess. But
I feel like once you get your foot in the door, like you're kind of.
Yeah, I think so. But like, yeah.
I think I could act. I think I could kill it.
Yeah.
The only like hump I would have to get over would be to like, with all like the cameras on me, the people watching, and then me getting into character.
Yeah.
Like, that would be like a little nerve wracking for me. Like because like I don't like public speaking, so that's kind of like that.
Where you would have to
literally
get the hurdle.
Yeah, pretend like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like when I don't really have that emotion.
Yeah,
you know?
but that's why people method act so that they can like
exactly. But
yeah,
I feel like I could do it.
You're right, because it's not like people do have that God-given talent where like they were meant to be an actor, but like for like LeBron James and Bronny James, like that's just like you're never gonna live up to your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
there's
just no way he will ever live up to him.
Nope.
So like acting is different in the sense of you probably could get up there and like be just as good as your dad if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, but some people are just fucking bad actors. You know,
yeah, LeBron's a horrible fucking actor too.
Well, yeah, he should.
I know you brought him up for his basketball, like, and his son, but LeBron sucks at acting. I'm just like, dude.
Yeah.
But so was Shaq, like not good either.
But like, there's people like in shows and stuff. I'm like, I could fucking do that. Let me do better. Let me try better because I could do better than that. Okay. Tom Hanks, obviously, it's noting that he lost 50 pounds for Castaway. He refused to cut his hair or bathe, leading to the nasty staph infection. Ew. For his role in The Green Mile, Hanks stayed in character as a prison guard, freaking out the book's author, Stephen King. Heath Ledger, obviously, for The Dark Knight. Super big method actor.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, for The Revenant. Let me see what he did for this, because that movie's fucking crazy.
I started it maybe 3 different times and fell asleep within 20 minutes all 3 times.
It's crazy. I know, like, the movie itself is really crazy, and, like, he obviously went through, like, to lengths to get that fucking Oscar. But there's so many other movies that he was in that I'm like, this to me is, like, so fucking powerful compared to that. You know?
I think he was just due.
He was definitely just due, but, like, he was due so long ago.
He was due so long ago, but, like, also what movies, who was he up against?
I know, and that's the thing.
kind of matters, too, because maybe those other roles where you're like, this one he should have deserved an Oscar, but
like
who
for
did he
Wolf
go
of Wall
against?
Street, I was like, but then that's the year that Matthew McConaughey won for the
he didn't have cancer.
Dallas
Buyers Club.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, no shit. Matthew McConaughey should have won for that. But like Wolf of Wall Street.
And Captain Phillips was that year too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
With Tom Hanks?
I have no idea. I can't remember.
Like those movies are like
they're all so good.
You know?
Yeah. Like how do you choose? Al Pacino once pulled over a truck driver and threatened to arrest him for exhaust pollution when he was a character for NYPD.
Dude, Al Pacino's amazing. I started Scarface. I fell asleep to Scarface last night.
Yeah?
Just for fun. He's so fucking good, dude. He's such a good actor.
My dad's cousin works for Al Pacino. He's like his he was his personal assistant.
No shit.
Yeah, and he still lives out in California and is like really good friends with him now. Al Pacino came to his wedding.
Okay, yeah, because I knew he liked Albanians.
Yeah, he sent flowers to like their family when they had like funerals and shit. Yeah, my mom was like, yeah, he's been at like their like weddings and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is
congratulations. How did he talk?
I'm like, that is so sick. What the fuck? Johnny Depp, obviously. And you know all the normal people, but that shit is so crazy. Method acting. I looked up Michael Jackson's deep voice, and there actually is a compilation on YouTube of it. You know what? I'm not gonna play this. Fuck it. He did have a deep voice at times. That's that.
I just took her word for it.
Yeah. Nanta was right. Drew Barrymore. Okay, I want to talk about you meeting her, but also it was Studio 54. I knew there was a number.
For what?
Studio 54 is the club that she was taken to at like 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
Drew
okay.
Barrymore, yeah.
Let me try to look up this picture, too, then.
Yeah.
Quick.
Her mother, Jade Barrymore, reportedly escorted her to many Hollywood parties, and Drew began drinking by the time she was 9 years old. Drinking by the time she was 9, smoking pot at 10, and doing cocaine by 12, according to her autobiography, Little Girl Lost. By the time she was 13, she was placed in a mental institution. That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Drinking by 9.
Where the fuck were her parents?
Her mom escorted her to those parties. Drinking by 9, smoking by 10, cocaine by 12, mental institution by 13 years old.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
And she seems okay.
She's amazing.
She seems like she turned out okay,
Yeah.
right? I mean.
Yeah, well, yeah, because she had to do some work, you know? Are you going to look up that picture?
I'm trying to look up a picture. Yeah, it's back. She was filming a movie, Whip It, with the chick from Juno.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's not a chick anymore, actually.
What is she? She's a fully grown chicken.
No, she trained.
Oh. Let me try to find this goddamn picture. Here's a picture with Jerome Bettis. He used to come. You remember? Do you know Jerome Bettis?
No.
No.
How many famous people do you think you met at Lafayette?
Probably 20. Here it is. Here it is. And then swipe left.
Whoa.
The other way, maybe.
Oh.
Yep. Look what they did to the damn place.
Oh, they used it?
Yeah, they used it.
It was in a movie?
It was in a movie, and then they had a food fight
Whoa.
inside the
yeah.
restaurant for the movie. So like
Oh my
all
God,
the
look
walls
how
are covered
little
with
you
like
guys
mustard and
are.
ketchup. Yeah.
That's really funny. Was she nice? Do
She
you
was
remember
really
at
nice.
all?
She was really sweet. I
Yeah.
mean, but it's not like I had a full blown conversation with
yeah.
her, but she was really nice.
Damn, it looks
She
kind of
was
big in
probably
there.
the nicest one
That
on
you
set.
met? Oh, on set?
Yeah. Like the girl from Juno. Nicola hates when I say chick. When I call girls like chicks.
Yeah.
Do you find
I don't give a fuck,
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't know. I don't mean it like.
I mean, I just like, I don't know. I don't really care. I call a guy like this dude.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I don't know.
But anyways,
Maybe because a chick is an animal,
I don't think that's why.
or it sounds douchey.
We gotta ask her when she comes home.
Yeah.
We'll ask her.
Yeah.
It might sound douchey. I think that's the thing.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, it just kind of sounded like this chick the other day, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't really care.
Because like, is it in place of like bitch, like this bitch?
Yeah.
But that's not what I mean. I don't know. It's just.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, I know Josie has said it before, like when you say female, what kind of female?
But I don't get that either.
Because like there's female cats, there's female dogs, there's female. You're not talking about like a woman. You know what I'm saying? You're like a female is like very broad because there's so many different types of females because there's like female animals.
Mm-hmm. But if I say this female walked through the door, I'm not talking about
right. Yeah. Yeah.
a dog.
But even female,
you know?
like when like these.
So
female,
that's degrading.
No, I don't think it's degrading. I think it's just like. What female?
But what
are you
about a
talking
girl? Can you not say like my girl dog?
Yeah, no, you can.
So then, what if I say this girl came over?
Yeah, I don't know.
So then what? Like I got to specify this female
I do think
human?
that's. I think
Or
that's like
this-
why they're like okay, but like female what? Female human, female dog, female blah blah.
But girl
you know?
dog,
Yeah.
girl human came over.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's. What
Yeah, it's weird. We
Yeah.
got to ask them both. I don't know. The chick thing, I think it's because it's
degrading,
maybe
douchey.
douchey. Yeah,
I think
it's
just
a little douchey.
Douchey, yeah.
But I mean, you never really say this male.
Yeah, and when people are like these females, man, these females these days,
Right.
You're like fuck off, you know?
Right.
It's kind of.
I never
like,
really hear anybody say like these males.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess that is kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never
okay.
mean anything by it. It's just.
I know that, but that's the thing is like you don't, and then you think about it, you're like, oh, I can see that, you know, but
But it really doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, hibernating. Hibernating is a way for animals to conserve energy to survive adverse weather conditions or lack of food. When hibernating, an animal's metabolism slows significantly. Its heartbeat slows, it breathes more slowly. Some animals even stop breathing for periods of over an hour, and its body temperature drops. Animals hibernate by reducing their metabolism, and it allows them to conserve energy.
I don't know. Alan sent me that exactly.
That?
Not like word not like copy and paste, but he got it on point. I don't know if this was off the top of his head, but that's exactly what he said.
Oh, he just knew it off.
I think
off
he
the
just
dome?
knows off the dome.
Okay,
So-
Ellen. Yeah, it says that it involves a physiological changes such as drop in body temperature and slowed metabolism. But it's literally because it's winter, it's cold, and they can't use as much energy. There's not as much food. They just have to chill. But they do sleep a lot.
They raise and lower their body temperature at will. Like, you remember in
What the fuck was that?
remember in The Office when Dwight was like, I could raise and lower my cholesterol.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
At will. And then Pam's like, why would you want to raise your cholesterol level? And then he's like, so I can lower it.
That fucking show is too good, dude. I don't know how they thought of that shit. Okay, so I do want to play this clip because it's really fucking funny.
Okay.
This is the person that Neta I was like, can you imitate anybody in the rapid fire? And she said no. And this is the video that she was imitating.
Okay.
It's Girl Sing Cher Lloyd. That's what you can find it on YouTube.
Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd. Oh, Rebecca G. Right. And don't forget all the trouble we got into.
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting.
That is fucking... Dude, that is hilarious.
She's like, I guess I'm not singing Cher Lloyd by Cher Lloyd. The amount of times I hear Nita say that, it's so fucking funny.
I never saw that.
No?
No.
Oh my god, it was fucking one of yas. They just speak so much cooler than us.
They do, for
everything.
sure.
I started
What is that, like Scottish?
Irish, Scottish. But speaking of those people that speak cool, I just started a new season of Love Island. Not the new one, but an old one. I started season 2 of UK. Oh my god.
Who's that? I don't know if I watched that one.
Like Kara, Nathan, Alex, Olivia.
No, I don't know. No.
It's so good. It's so much juicier back then in 2016.
Yeah.
They're smoking cigarettes. They have so much more alcohol.
Yeah.
They get drunk as fuck. It's so funny. And they literally will just all have sex. They're all having sex at the same time in the same room.
No shit. Yeah, those early seasons.
Seasons. I'm like, what changed though between then and now to where
Slightly
like
more classy.
Yeah, and I think it's because after the show you get sponsorships, and now they don't want people to be like, oh, we're not sponsoring them. They look like hoes on the show, you know, because now they know like coming out of this I'm gonna get a sponsorship. Yeah, so I was like, maybe that's why. But it's so much juicier. It's so good. I recommend season 2.
Yeah. I'll go back. Nicolai, I think, watched it.
Liz started watching it, and then Beth started watching it, and they're like, you have to watch it. It's so fucking good. So I just started it. And I'm going to wait till like this current season. I get more episodes to watch, and then I'm going to start that one. Now that we've got all of that out of the way, on to our weekly recap. So the only fun thing I did is I went to Grand Rapids, and I watched Harry Potter with the orchestra. It was fucking insane.
Worth it?
Like 100% worth it. So incredible to see how they could fucking do it all on time, and like for some parts of the movies I forgot they were even there. That's how good they were.
Good,
like
yeah.
It was so fucking good. And you know what I really liked about it is, you know how when you're at home you always have closed captions on now? Like it's just kind of a thing. They had closed captions on just in case like they were too loud, and I was like, I've never watched a movie in a theater with like closed captions, so that was pretty cool.
That's dope.
But yeah, it was good. Great fucking movie. I finished the books before I got there, so I was able to like compare, but it was great. And I want to go to like more orchestra things now because I was like, it's so fucking sick, and I wish they did more of that with like movies. It was so sick.
I love like musicals and plays. Like me and Nicolette probably went to like I think 3 musicals, like Aladdin. We went to Wicked, and they're just so fun, and they have live music, you know. But dude, like those are the best. Way better. Yeah. Better than like theaters.
For sure,
you know?
yeah. Beta and me were talking about that the other day.
Movies.
Movies,
whatever,
yeah. We were talking about that the other day. How we fucking used to love like plays, even just in high school. It'd be like, oh, high school's put on a play, let's go watch it. Like we used to fucking love them. Yeah. I want to go. I've never been to like a big Broadway play, like whatever, Lion King, sick. All that shit. I want to go to one. But yeah, I recommend if you're able to do that, you should definitely do it. I want to try it with like all the movies. It was funny. They asked, they were like, who was here yesterday? Because they did the movie before, the night before. And like a lot of people raised their hands, and they were like, who's been to every single movie? And like almost half the place raised their hand. Yeah, so many people.
So they played each movie? Did they play each movie
not
in
Grand
Michigan?
Rapids? I don't think so. I think they like travel all around. That's what.
So what? They just went to other fucking states to watch it?
I don't know. Maybe they've done them like throughout time. I don't know how long this has been going on, but it was weird because they were like with the Grand Rapids Symphony. So I was like, just the conductor move or like what? I don't know. You know? I was like, that's weird. I don't get it, but whatever. Try it if you can. Did you watch The Last of Us?
I'm caught up. We watched 2 episodes.
Okay.
The third one dropped already, right?
Yes.
We didn't watch the third episode.
Okay.
No.
Third episode's really fucking good. What do you think of it so far?
I like it. I don't think I like it.
Okay.
I'm going to keep watching it. It's really good. But I don't think it's like the best fucking first episode of any series ever, like that one post I sent. It's really similar. Like, I don't know if you ever watched, did you ever watch The Walking Dead? Like the first season of that was, you would think this is the best show of all time.
Yeah.
You know? And then season 2 was still good. Season 3, a little bit worse. Season 4, and then it got to like season 6, and I literally just stopped fucking watching it because then it got like super redundant. But like The Walking Dead's episode 1, it's like it'll be like the best episode you've ever watched. Yeah. So I kind of get the same vibe. I don't know. It's really good. It's really good, but I don't think it's like.
Yeah. I hope it's like a limited series. Honestly, I don't like when like there's zombies or like some type of thing. Like it can't go on forever.
You can't drag it on.
It has
long.
like 2 seasons, honestly, tops for that type of thing. Like,
right.
And I think because it is a video game, it's. There's
a storyline.
There's a storyline
right.
Yeah. And have you seen like the back-to-back clips of like how they take the storyline, like the story mode from the video game and how it looks on screen?
No.
Oh my God, it's insane.
Similar?
So similar.
No
Yeah.
shit.
So similar.
So like the locations are similar?
Yeah, but like even just like the actual script itself is like spot on.
Send that if you come across it.
I will. Very, very cool. The last episode was really fucking good. Cried in it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
I cried in it. I thought it was really good. But I will say, so episode 2, I felt like they didn't give us enough. Like, because it cut off at her setting the place on fire.
Yeah.
And then I was like done, and I was like, wait, no, I need more. Which is, I'm like, maybe that's like a good thing. But like Robert and me were like, what the fuck? No, nothing even fucking happened. Like, what the fuck, you know? And I hate those
Well,
episodes.
she died.
Yeah, I mean,
so that
and
kind of happened.
stuff did happen. It just like went by so fucking quick, and we were expecting more after that. And like, I just want to get it going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, maybe because episode 1 was like an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
And then episode 2 was less than an hour, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that.
We were expecting more. Yeah. This episode, I just want to prepare you for it, for episode 3. Not much. Like, they don't get far. And that's all I'm gonna say. Like it's
they get held up.
Not even that, but like there's like another storyline that's kind of added into it that like doesn't really like they don't get too far. But like I think episode 4 is when like the journey begins, which is like kind of took a long to get there, but I like it so much. I don't know. I get excited for it. Yeah.
There's a similar movie. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast. It's called Children of Men. It's the movie I brought up when I said it's like a poor man's Gerard Butler.
Oh yes,
the guy from Law Abiding Citizens.
Yes.
And he's a really good actor too. I don't know why I always say poor man's Gerard Butler.
Yeah,
but very similar vibe.
Okay.
And I just watched that movie recently too. So there's like a disease that wipes everybody out. Similar vibe, but it's like kind of in reverse. No one can be born.
Oh, what the fuck?
So like they would say like, oh my God, the youngest person ever born is now like is turning 6. And then the whole world would celebrate that 6-year-old's birthday because that's the youngest person alive on the planet.
That's crazy.
You know? And then because no one could,
There's
no women
more,
were fertile anymore, nothing, like something happened. And then there was this, should I spoil it?
I don't give a fuck,
Who cares? Then there was this woman who was like pregnant. And she was the first woman in like 10 years or whatever, 7 years to be pregnant or whatever. She was the person you had to save, kind of similar to this show, you know?
Yeah. Do you think you would make it in a apocalypse?
I think so.
I could not. I don't think
I have
it in me.
ideas on what to do. Like in a zombie apocalypse,
Uh-huh.
you just kind of dig outward a city, right? Like a border,
Okay.
but dig it like, not
Deep.
like 10 feet deep. Dig it like fucking 100 feet deep.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully they're not like jumping zombies where they can jump or like fucking fly and
Right,
shit.
yeah.
But like if they're just running all over the place, only running, like, yeah, make it like 50-foot wide ditch, 100 feet deep, and then just border the fucking city.
But how long is it going to take you to do that? And then you have to find who's going to be the zombies, you know?
What do you mean find who's gonna be the zombies?
Like these zombies are scary because like they not all of them are dead. Some of them are like living, you know? In The Last of Us,
right.
they like are alive too, and then
They turn.
they turn. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's similar to Walking Dead.
I
Similar to
never
Walking
watched
Dead. You
it, so I
get
don't know.
bit, and then like
Right. Yeah.
an hour later, you turn into one or whatever, you know. So, but
No,
I
but
feel
yeah,
like
no.
that's what I would do.
I mean, it's a
And
good
then
idea,
you just
but
make a lot of noise, right? Attract all of them, then just kill them,
yeah,
and then little by little build out.
yeah.
So little by
swear.
little build out another city, border it, and then you just drop like bridges, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, like
You're like easy. This is what I would do as a
simple,
president.
and then you just pick them off when they're in the ditch. You just pick them off, you know.
Oh god, that's so funny. Yeah, no, whenever I'm watching these types of things and like it takes so long for somebody to like shoot one of them in the head, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just do it. I know it's for dramatic effect, but oh man, does it piss me off.
And this is kind of different than Walking Dead because Walking Dead, you shoot them in the head, they're dead. This one, you almost got to shoot them multiple times in the head. Like just one shot to the head isn't going to kill them.
Yeah,
That's what it seems
yeah,
like.
yeah. Interesting show, interesting concept.
And I'm pretty fast too.
Yeah, because you got a lot of energy.
So yeah.
What did you do this week?
This week, what the hell did I do? Shit.
Nicolette's here not here to save you.
I know. Well, I played basketball the other day finally.
Ooh,
Yeah, that went pretty good.
where'd you play?
I played at Immaculate Conception on 12 and Ryan.
Okay,
Played there a couple hours, got some conditioning in, played pretty good.
okay.
So I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to start going once a week at least.
Are you a shooter? Are you
Shooter.
a point guard? Shooting guard?
I'm short like a point guard, but my position, the way I play is more like a shooting guard, small forward.
Gotcha.
You know, I think that's it. I'll ask Nicola when she
Just
comes.
basketball. But you said earlier LeBron's doing something, and I cut you off because I'm like, just wait for the podcast. What's he? What's
he's
he gonna do?
breaking the all-time scoring record
Oh, really?
that stood for like 40 years.
When? When do they think this is going to happen? Within
So
the
it's
next
going to
few years?
happen within the next 4 games for sure.
How far away is he from it?
89 points.
Oh,
From
wow.
the all-time scoring record that Kareem has held for 40 years. Wow. And no one ever thought this record was going to be broken, ever.
Wow, dude, that what's crazy is like, okay, so it's
LeBron,
2023.
now this record will never be
So
broken.
3 years
LeBron's-
ago, he broke Kobe's or Michael's. Didn't he break somebody's record 3
he
years
broke
ago?
Kobe's record like a few days before
He died, right?
he passed away.
So
yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And now he's fucking about to be in the number one spot.
He's about to be
So
number
is
one
it
spot.
is it right now? It's Kobe, LeBron, Kareem.
No, I think it's Kareem, Karl Malone. Right now it's Kareem, LeBron, but I think Karl Malone is ahead of Kobe.
Oh, okay.
I think Jordan is ahead of Kobe. I don't know. No, Jordan's
I
not
feel
ahead
like
of
we
Kobe.
would have known that. No.
Yeah, but see, that's what actually some people in the media are saying. Like, people aren't giving people. There's a lot of LeBron fans like me, right?
Right.
That like stick up for him all the time, blah blah blah. But there's so many fucking haters of LeBron in the media that are like that like hold on to Jordan so for dear life that he's like, how you didn't know, and you're a fan.
Yeah.
Like, you might not be as the biggest NBA
Right,
fan,
but
but
like
you're a fan.
I would
how
think
did
that,
you
like,
not know?
yeah, that he's like in the second
About
spot,
to
yeah.
break the all-time scoring record it's been standing for 40 years that no one ever thought was going to be broken.
That's
like
crazy.
even like thinking of LeBron 5 years ago, you're like, he ain't.
Do you know what the
people used
number
to say
is?
he's not going to. It's, I want to say 38,000 points. 38.
Wow,
it's
dude.
like 38 and like change or 39 and some change. But LeBron's going to pass 40
Yeah.
because LeBron's going to play another 3 years.
Yeah.
He said it himself the other day, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah.
a few more games. And those tickets, and the reason I brought it up to you earlier, so they think he's going to break it like his third game, his third next game. Those tickets are selling, some of them are selling for like $90,000.
Dude, That's crazy.
To be courtside but this record's gonna stand. This is like
for sure.
no one will ever break this record.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. That's so exciting. That stuff that happens in the sports world like that just gets me going. I fucking love it. That girl, I follow the photographer and like lead social media, whatever, for the Lakers.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those pictures because he's like buddy with her. Like
That's
he's
dope.
like he like looks at the cameras and like does that for her.
Yeah,
I'm
They
excited
got a
to see
relationship. That's
what
dope.
that will be when he passes. That's so exciting. Steph just passed Wilt Chamberlain for most field goals by a Golden State Warrior.
Oh, really? That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, not as cool.
But how did you know that?
I follow the Warriors?
Okay, right.
So like, it's gonna tell me,
Mm.
And if social media feeds what you want,
Right.
So, yeah.
Definitely does.
Tom Brady officially retired. This is our sports talk, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I do like when he first retired, I was like, hell yeah, like.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, woo. Like, obviously, he's the GOAT. Even now, he's still the
the
GOAT.
GOAT,
Yeah, there's
for
no
sure.
debating it. It is what it is. But I just, like, I'm, like, so over his dramatics.
Well, he did try to hold back on it. Like, he was just like, I already went through this last year.
Yeah. Did
No
he
more
only
long
have one
posts.
more year?
Huh?
Like, he retired and then it was one more year, right? Like,
I think he retired last year and then played this year.
it wasn't 2 years? I think it was
Might have
two
been two.
because he retired, then Gronk played with him, and then he won
No.
at Tampa Bay?
No. Because he left the Patriots, went to Tampa Bay, won right away.
Oh, and then he
retired.
retired. And then came back?
And then came back. But there's been two. There has been two since then because the Rams won last year. I don't know. Might have been 2 years.
Whatever.
But I still don't believe it that he's retiring.
Really?
I don't know.
People are like, is he trying to get Giselle
Because
back?
Jordan retired a couple times and he came back.
He retired twice, yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel like
I think he should be done.
I feel like he's gonna come back.
Really?
Personally, I think he's gonna come back. Yeah.
Wow, you heard it.
I
here
just don't
first.
think he wants to play for Tampa Bay. I think he's gonna probably go. He's gonna go to another team.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know, but people were like, "Is he trying to get Giselle back?" That's crazy.
I hope so.
That's
I
crazy.
mean-
They got divorced, dude.
Yeah.
And I really think that the football is a big reason
Is the
for
main
it.
reason.
I do, because she was like, "Good, finally, he's fucking retiring. It's been 20 years. He
Right.
has 6 rings at the time, right? 5 rings, 6 rings, whatever."
Yeah, 7 now.
Yeah, so 6 rings at the time, and she was done. And I understand that. Sacrifice for your fucking family, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I actually heard this today from Nick Wright. He's like my favorite sports guy.
Uh-huh.
Tom Brady is the best quarterback ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're the best ever in the world at something,
Mm-hmm.
like, you almost should be able to get a pass to, like, be away from your family. I kind of do agree with that.
Like, for the sake of the sport.
For the sake of the sport. Like, me now, if I'm like, if I got my salary and I'm doing what I'm doing, and then I go to Nicolette and I'm like, oh, I need to do this for work. I need to do this for work. I'm just a normal guy.
Yeah.
I'm not the greatest quarterback to ever.
Yeah. Personally, I don't
Play
think I
football.
would be the wife to be like, you need to retire, blah, 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 blah. Unless it was like he's getting concussion after concussion after concussion. It's not good for his health. It's not good for the family. You know, like that type of
Right,
stuff.
but he's not getting hit and shit.
But it's
He's
not,
fine.
yeah, like
Yeah.
he's in really great shape and everything. I don't think I would be, I'd be like, play for as long as you want. Like, this is the dream for me.
Yeah, he's
you
the
know?
best. And like, and
Yeah.
then to like stack up the, like, and this is the thing, like, now hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
He had a horrible fucking season.
Yeah.
But he kind of owes it. He almost owes it to the world to play until he can't play anymore.
Yeah.
He almost, it's like, yeah, he owes his family, but when you're the best ever,
Yeah.
you almost owe it to like us as fans. You almost owe it to the world to fulfill to give us every drop of your fucking blood. You almost do.
I agree. I agree with you.
What if
I
he
do.
retired after the Patriots?
Yeah, I know.
We wouldn't have known, and
That
him
Tampa Bay
winning-
could have won. And
yeah,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like, so.
I know exactly what you're saying. And whenever somebody retires, I'm like, couldn't they just have kept going? Like, why do that to like I to the day, like right now I'm like, how many years does Steph Curry have left? Like I fucking calculate that shit in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like I want every drop that those people can give me. So I definitely get it, but like at the same time they're fucking human and they don't owe us shit.
They technically don't, but he almost owes
Because
like
he's
the
the
world,
greatest.
not like
Because,
me
yeah.
as a fan. I'm not even a Tom Brady fan. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I wanted him to lose all those fucking years. Trust me, you know? Not like to the specific fan, he doesn't know shit, but it's more like
because
to
you're
greatness.
this good.
He owes it to greatness.
Yeah.
That's what he owes it to. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like his destiny.
Yeah.
You know? So, and like your kids will understand. That's how I feel. Like your kids will understand. They're going to be like, oh shit, my dad's the greatest ever. And you can't hang out like.
And you can tell he's like a great dad too. It's not like he's like personally, I think from social media, that he's a great dad and he's not like absent from their lot. You know,
right.
I don't know.
So my dad, from when I was born until I was about 16, I only saw my dad Sundays and a few hours a day.
Yeah.
Because he
worked.
sacrificed
His
life to provide.
Like the opposite.
He did almost opposite,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not like
Resentment.
No resentment whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, dude. But from 7th, then I started working at Lafayette, so I was able to spend time with him at work.
Right.
You know, and that's when I really got to know my dad.
Yeah.
Like, but you can't, like, what is Tom Brady not spending? Like, is Tom Brady spending 20 hours a week with his kids? A week. Is he spending 20 hours a week? If he is,
Yeah.
that's kind of enough.
And
like,
I think
in
that's
the sense of like what he's doing.
like, yeah, average too, like for that.
Yeah, I was spending 20 hours a week with my dad, max.
I know. I never actually thought about it that way because, like, same when my parents, they owned a restaurant. My mom was working. My dad was working. My dad would go to work at 6 a.m. and then go to his other job at that time and then wouldn't come home until 8 p.m. You know, like, yeah, you just. But I think the thing is like they had to, because they had to provide for us, and like in this sense, like. He doesn't have to.
He got the money. She got the money. They don't need it. But like, and here's another thing. My dad's 63. Is he 63 yet? I think he's 63. Or he might be turning 63 in March. He's still working. Mm-hmm. All right? 63.
Yeah.
Not fucking 45 years old, like retiring at 45.
Yeah.
Most of us got to work till we're about fucking 60 to retire.
Yeah.
Okay? So, like, it's almost like...
Yeah.
Take a back seat, chill for a minute. I'm trying to make history and be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I've never been in a relationship where I had to sacrifice things for other people. So I personally can't like speak
I don't know.
in depth about it. So I would like to know what other people think about that. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see him in retirement. Like some people thrive in it and some people don't. Like Kobe thrived in retirement. Like he was fucking.
Oh, he was killing it.
I loved him in retirement. Like
Won an Oscar
and fucking like he was killing it. And like you saw how much he like supported his daughters and all that. So like who knows? It might be good. Like
that's so heartbreaking.
So fucking heartbreaking.
Gigi,
ugh.
she would have been.
So heartbreaking.
I think she would have been like one of the best female basketball players.
Probably.
Like at her age, she was like dominant.
And it's fucking heartbreaking. And like. I was so fucking mad.
Dude, same thing. I'm not like a Kobe fan. I am now a fan. Yeah. You know, but I never was. Mm-hmm. I was always against him, you know, but man, like that's one of those deaths, like it's how is he not here?
I know. I say it all the time.
How?
I still don't really like fully understand it. I think like it was weird though because for his retirement, like when he retired, I was like, how is he gonna retire? Like this is his fucking life, you know? Like this is Kobe's fucking life, you know? But then like he killed it. Yeah. And that fucking remember his letter to basketball? Oh, yeah. The thing he won an Oscar for because he made it into like a short film.
Yeah.
You watch it?
Right.
Like that letter to basketball, all of it, like you could tell like. That's why, like, I'm like, maybe Tom Brady shouldn't retire yet if this isn't where he's at. Because, like, Kobe's retirement was perfect. He was like, I've given this game all I can give. I've given you fans all I can give. Like, this is where my greatness stops. And, like, that's it. Yeah. Like, maybe that's not the case for Tom Brady. Yeah. He'll be fine either way. Man's is set up for life. So he's good. He's fine.
He's been dating some other girl.
Really?
I think so.
None of my tabloids have told me so.
I think Nicolette told me.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Like, not, like, officially dating, but, like, has been out. Right. You know? Yeah. Getting it in.
I mean, I wasn't worried about him in that either. His wife, too, people said she was dating her like trainer or something. I don't know. That's
kind of fucked up.
That
Like,
could be.
How do you move on so quickly too?
From a marriage?
Both of them,
I know.
though. Both
That's
of
what I'm
them.
saying. From a
Dude.
marriage, it's so crazy. But then, like, I also do like to say, like, from a marriage is different, I guess. Before, when you like break up with like a boyfriend and like it was a toxic relationship or whatever, maybe like a lot of people on like Bachelor and Bachelor Nation, they get shit for like moving on too fast or whatever. And then I'm like, but they just like maybe found somebody at a time that was not convenient for like everybody else. But who cares?
Right.
Like it really should not have to put like a time stamp on when somebody should be able to be moved on.
Yeah, just like there shouldn't be a timestamp on like some people fall in love and they get married like 2 months later.
Right, yeah.
You know, and then some people fall in love and then they're dating for fucking 6 years.
Yeah.
And then get engaged and married, or you
Like
know,
it just
yeah, you at your own pace.
everybody's gonna be different. Yeah.
Right. But a marriage like that,
It's yeah.
that's all.
Yeah, I think you should take some time and be
Maybe the love was lost a little bit
yeah.
a few years back, and
that
then
too.
maybe even Tom Brady's like, hey, like the love's already kind of lost. Like I'm about to go fucking keep playing football since you're probably leaving me anyways. Almost, right?
Yeah,
Maybe?
I mean, yeah, we don't know their situation, but definitely could have been.
Right, who knows?
Like a little bit of resentment.
We're speculating.
Too.
But
Yeah, no, we speculate.
Yeah.
None of this is real.
So real quick, I saw this thing on Instagram, like this video on Instagram. This guy goes, "Oh, one of the few reasons." He's like, one of the 3 reasons I broke up with my girlfriend is because she wasn't there for me when Kobe died. And the guy's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, yeah, like when like the news broke, like I like started crying or whatever, and my girlfriend was just like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" or whatever. And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I get it. You don't love Kobe or like love him as much as I do," but he's like, "You weren't there for me."
Honestly, that's fucked up.
He's at one of like the 3 reasons. Yeah, that is kind of fucked up.
I think that's fucked up.
Dude, I know grown men fucking cry like.
That's so insensitive to not like. And yeah, I would commend him for breaking up with that, for that being a reason.
He said that's like one of the 3.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's like him trying to be funny a little bit too, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, breaking news. Vanessa Hudgens is engaged to Rockies, the Colorado Rockies, Cole Tucker. They've been dating for like, I feel like 2-ish years, but damn, engaged. Wow, he's younger than her like by some years. Yeah.
I like Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah.
She's a little
eccentric.
Yeah.
A little weird. Remember during COVID when she was like, do you remember this? She almost got canceled.
Really?
Yeah, she was doing like a Instagram live. I think it was like right when quarantine started, and she was like, "Yeah, like I get it, like why we have to be in lockdown, but like people are gonna die. It's inevitable." Like says it like that, and I remember watching it. I was like, "Oh shit! Like that is not a good look."
Yeah.
So since you were talking about a lot of actors and shit, I looked up like Hollywood set stories, pop culture stories, actors who almost played other roles.
Oh.
Like cool stuff like that. I feel like we like movies and we talk about them a lot, so I thought maybe we should dedicate an episode to them.
Let's do it.
Okay. Wait, have you heard about the Matt Damon and Avatar story?
I don't think so.
Okay, so this is just kind of like a quick one, but James Cameron asked Matt Damon to be in the first Avatar. He was going to be the main character. Okay. And he offered him like some stake in the 10% of the film's box office. Profits. Yes. Okay, listen to this.
What?
Yep. James Cameron has to laugh when it comes to Matt Damon turning down the role in Avatar. Damon went viral in 2021 after he revealed at the Cannes Film Festival that Cameron not only courted him to star in the 2009 epic, but also offered him a deal in which Damon would get 10% of the film's box office profits. Avatar went to gross over $2 billion worldwide and became the highest grossing movie of all time.
So 200 million.
250 million. He would have gotten.
That was the profit though?
That's, I don't know.
Well, either way.
It said 2 billion% of box office. So, or 10% of box office. Isn't that fucking crazy?
What did he say? He fucked up? Was he saying like, I fucked up?
So he was on a podcast and he was like, yeah, like, obviously I fucked up. But he's like, I mean, I think he was doing like Jason Bourne or something, like in the middle of it. And he was like, it just didn't make sense for me at the time. And Dak Shepard was talking about it once and he was like, and if you like look at James Cameron's scripts, like they're actually not that great. Like they're not the best scripts in the world, but like the actual story and like the productions of the
Right.
movies are like
Like
incredible.
the CGI
Like,
and it
yeah.
was amazing. Like,
Yeah, like even Titanic. Like if you watch Titanic and you're like, if you break down the film itself and like the script itself, it's not great. Like draw me like one of your French women or ladies or whatever. Like what fucking line is that? You know,
Yeah.
like your girls. You know,
I love
like,
the Titanic.
It's a great movie. But like when you break it down, you're like, yeah, I guess like if you're looking at just the script. You
Right,
know, and
right,
you
right.
didn't know that he could do that in 2009 and then like what it was going to do to the world. But that's fucking crazy. I can't imagine like fucking just knowing I could have had all that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. But he's
I mean, he's fine. Yes, obviously. All these people are fine. But like $250 million?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How about Ronaldo's getting like something stupid like 200 million a year
Where?
in Saudi Arabia?
Holy shit.
1 year of soccer, $200 million.
See, like, I'm like,
What the fuck?
that's crazy. Like,
These Saudi Arabian fucking like princes and shit. They
the goddamn
shit
money.
money.
Yeah.
They don't even. There's
There's
no. There's not a price
There-
tag.
yeah,
it
yeah,
don't matter.
it does not
It's
matter.
unlimited money. It's
They
unlimited.
don't look at the price tag.
They don't know
as
how much
Nicki
money they
Minaj
got.
would
It's
say.
unlimited.
That's crazy.
They want it. They got it.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, I can't fathom it. Just fucking not giving a shit. Nothing has value to you then.
Nothing has value to them.
Like,
yeah,
nothing to
a
you
dollar
matters.
value.
Like, nothing
Right.
matters to you. Like, what really matters to you? Just
Materialistically though.
yeah, but
'Cause,
like,
they could still like
but even so, like, when I
their
had,
family matters.
yeah, but when I buy
Steve Urkel
something,
and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I love Family Matters, actually.
Yeah, I love it.
But when I buy something that I really value or I really want, I like take care of it. I like show people it. I blah, blah, blah. You know, like they buy things and everything is like just disposable to them because their income is so like disposable and it just doesn't matter as much. That's crazy. And I'm just like, can't you just take that money and like feed some people? You know?
Maybe they do.
But like clearly not enough. There's no way we couldn't solve world hunger with that much money.
That's I think that's like corporate greed and shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah, who knows? There
nobody-
gotta be a way for everybody to have
to
fucking
have
food on the planet.
That it has to be a fucking.
There's gotta be a way.
That's just like a right everyone should have. Like no one should be starving. Okay. I can't believe these 16 things actually happened on movie sets. This is from BuzzFeed, and I choose BuzzFeed because it's just the easiest to read.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, there were so many other ones. I was like, BuzzFeed every single time. Like the BuzzFeed quizzes. I love BuzzFeed. Okay. In order to make it through the daily 8-hour makeup session it took to transform him into the character in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey was trained by a man who teaches CIA operatives how to endure torture.
I heard that. Yeah.
Endure torture. 8 hours. Imagine sitting in a chair for 8 hours.
Fuck that.
You can't even tell it's his face. Look at this shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's
That's unreal, dude.
crazy. Do you like The Grinch? Did you
I
watch
love
The
the
Grinch?
Grinch. Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I watched it was actually with Nicolette.
Oh, really?
I just never cared to watch it back then.
Did
I
you
don't
not
know.
care to watch Christmas movies because you were just like, I don't care.
No, not
relate?
even that. I never cared for like the same like the Nutty Professor and shit like that. I don't know why I never cared for
Like character. Or movies
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
like
yeah.
I don't
I
know,
get
but The Grinch is amazing. It's
Yeah, yeah.
honestly amazing. Yeah.
He said the makeup application was like being buried alive each day. On the first day, I went back to my trailer, put my leg through the wall, and I told the director, Ron Howard, I couldn't do the movie. That's crazy.
How many days? Like how long did it take to film? Hopefully they did it in like.
Let me look it up.
Hopefully he only had to endure that like maybe 10 times. Like if I'm him, I'm telling him we're working 48 hours. We're working 48 hours straight.
Jim Carrey spent 92 days wearing the Grinch costume. 92 days wearing the Grinch costume.
Damn.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, that movie's so good
Holy
too.
shit.
Holy shit.
Where are you going like?
Where you going like?
I love
Everything
that
like.
shit.
I don't
After.
really know like. Everything like. We're talking about Banshees of, what is it? Irish Sheeran?
Inisherin.
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 Okay, so this is a Star Wars one. I can hardly read any of these words, so.
The Tunisian government asked George Lucas to move his sandcrawler away from the Libyan border during the filming of Star Wars A New Hope because Libya mistook it for an army vehicle and threatened military action.
Oh, damn. That's scary. Do you know what that is?
Tunisia. Yeah, that's like who stayed on there? These little like dwarf motherfuckers.
In the film, the sand crawlers were
sand
military vehicles at all. So
Well, the Okay, so the vehicle is a sand crawler, but I forgot. There's like these little people would ride those around in Star Wars.
Okay, it's
Or they
pretty
took
big
it
for
over.
little
They
people.
took that over. Yeah.
Isla Fisher almost drowned when her release chain got stuck in her costume during a magic trick scene in Now You See Me. Holy shit! Have you
almost
ever
drowned?
watched? Have you ever watched Now You See Me?
I don't think so.
It's like a magic or movie. It's really good, actually. I think you would like it.
Now You See Me. Is that with that one guy? Like, is it the who's in it?
Isla Fisher. It's so.
I saw it. There's a Now You See Me 2,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Oh, Jesse Eisenberg is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mark
I watched this.
Ruffalo,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's good.
it is really good.
I
I
like
like it. It has 50% Rotten Tomatoes, but who cares about Rotten Tomatoes? And she said on Chelsea lately, everyone thought I was acting fabulously. No one realized I was actually struggling.
Shit.
Imagine she like died on set.
Whoa.
Like that freaking. Did you see that Alec Baldwin got charged with involuntary manslaughter because of that?
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that.
So they were on a movie set and like the gun was fired and like not pointed in the right direction and killed somebody on the set.
Yeah.
And then he said that he didn't have his finger on the trigger, but there was like video and like pictures of him with his hand inside of like the wherever the trigger is, whatever. And then he was a producer on the movie, and I guess they didn't.
He thought it was like a prop. He didn't even
I
think
don't
it was
know.
a real gun.
I don't
to
really.
begin
I
with.
think he knew it was a real gun, but I think like they didn't have like.
But why is it loaded?
Yeah, why is it loaded and why? Yeah, I don't get it. And they said they didn't have like the correct training for it, like the people. So it was like negligence.
Yeah, well, one,
too.
you never. Yeah, like that's common sense.
Yeah.
Never point a gun at anybody, even if you're just carrying.
Yeah.
Like he said, like he didn't directly point it at her, did he?
No.
Right.
No.
Like to mess around. He didn't. Like one, you don't do that. But two, even if you're just carrying it, you don't just carry it like
No.
pointing at somebody.
And like holding it that way. Why are
And
you
then-
holding
yeah,
it like
and you
that?
don't put your finger on the trigger, and then. But why is it loaded on a movie set?
Yeah.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
confused about too. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck is it loaded for in the first place?
Doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And why are you even using a real gun? Aren't you acting?
Yeah, I don't know what the I don't know. It's crazy.
I don't know. Almost. But when I said I don't know what to think about it, my thing is, it would like you kind of feel for it, like it's an
Yeah.
accident. So like that's what I mean. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I do feel for him because like you just he didn't mean to do that. There's no way he meant to do it. But like also like
So he's going to prison.
I think he got charged with it. So I think he doesn't.
But what's the penalty? Is it prison?
But don't if you get charged with something, then you get to go to court for it, right?
Hold on. He's charged with. Yeah.
'Cause
So
then
he hasn't been found guilty yet.
No, I don't believe so. I think he was just charged.
He hasn't been convicted, so he's been charged, not convicted.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes. This one's actually fucking wild. When Benedict Cumberbatch and one of his friends' tires blew out on the way back to the ends of the Earth set, they were kidnapped at gunpoint before being left in the middle of nowhere.
What?
That's
Where were they? Like in
crazy.
Mexico or some shit?
I don't know. They were like, look down, put your hands on your heads, look at the floor, and they were frisking us and said, "Where's the money? Where's your drugs? We had smoked a bit of weed. Where are your weapons?" And at this point, the adrenaline of fight or flight just exploded in my body.
Damn, Benedict Cumberbatch smoking a little bit.
I know. I feel like
Pretty
everybody
dope.
has to. Oh, this one's crazy. While filming the Sermon of the Mount scene in The Passion of the Christ, Jim Caviezel was struck by lightning.
No.
About 4 seconds before it happened, it was quiet, and then it was like something slapped my ears. I had 7 or 8 seconds of like pink fuzzy color, and people started screaming. Right before he did a sermon. That was God. You know? Like,
Yeah.
It could not have not. It had to have been. In Passions of the
Is
Christ.
it almost like don't make this movie?
I don't know.
Like, what?
I don't fucking know what he was trying to say then. Oh, that's
Man, me
hilarious.
and my mom watched that movie when it came out,
Mhm.
not in theaters.
Mhm.
I cried like a baby. I was young. Had to be like 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah, my mom took so when they went, I think my mom took my grandma too. I think it was my mom, my grandma, my dad, and then Robert. They wouldn't let me be able to go.
No.
Yeah, they were like, no.
Yeah, they shouldn't have. You
Yeah, I
were
still
probably
have never
you were
watched
probably
it.
in 3rd grade.
I never watched it still.
Yeah, I don't remember much. All I remember is really like the gory parts.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. This is really funny because it has to do with Mrs. Doubtfire, which we talked about a few weeks ago. So there's this part in the movie where somebody comes over to see Mrs. Doubtfire, but he's not dressed up as her, and so he like quickly tries to get ready. You know, he puts his wig on, and then he puts his face in like a cream pie to pretend he had like a mask on his face. And then in the scene, the person wants like some coffee, so they're like, okay, and he's like bringing her coffee, and then some of the masks falls off of his chin into the coffee, and it wasn't supposed to happen, but it says like 1 drop or 2, would you like another one? Oh, there you go. And like he just like kept going with it, and it's literally one of the funniest things. Actors who almost played like other roles. I love this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know, it's not in this, but it says when casting Peter Quill, who's the main character in Guardians of the Galaxy, they narrowed it down to 8 people, and Chris Pratt wasn't even a part of those 8 people.
No shit.
Isn't that
then
wild?
How did he get it then?
I don't know. I should probably look that
Did
up.
all the 8 of those people fucking turn it down? Imagine.
Oh my god, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe like 5 of them were busy, and then
could be. I love those movies though. Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, that first Guardians of the Galaxy, man, so good.
Emily Blunt, you know who that is? Married to John Krasinski. She was supposed to be Natasha Romanoff in Iron Man.
No shit.
Yeah, and like the entire series, but I think she was filming something else at the time and didn't take it. John Travolta was supposed to be in Forrest Gump. He was supposed to be Forrest Gump.
Oh wow, no.
That does not work.
Thanks.
Yeah. He turned it down in 1994 when
you ever
Forrest
watch
Gump
Face
was
Off?
No. Is he in that?
Yeah, and Nicolas Cage.
Gwyneth Paltrow almost played in the Titanic.
Who, Gwyneth Paltrow?
Uh-huh.
No shit.
Her and freaking Leonardo DiCaprio would have been spicy. Did you ever watch Lovely Bones?
No.
Okay, well, there's this story about Ryan Gosling. He was supposed to be like the dad in the movie, and he wanted to like gain weight for it or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, he wanted to gain weight for it, and they were like, no, like we want you to be like yourself, like your hot self. And he was like, that doesn't make sense for the story. And then they just recasted him to Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to get fat, and they're like, nah.
Yeah, it says Peter
else
Jackson let go of another star at the start of the production. Gosling showed up chubby and bearded as seen in the 2007 red carpet photo, which wasn't how Jackson saw the character, but that's how he thought he should be. So Mark Wahlberg just replaced him last minute. Like that's got to be awkward, like in Hollywood when whenever I watch like Entourage and they like think they're gonna get this part, but this other person might be up for it too. Like it's just like it's awkward. It's so weird.
Kind of fun.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway was almost knocked up as the Katherine Heigl character. Did you ever?
Knocked up? Yeah, no shit.
I think Katherine Heigl.
That would have been good.
It would have been, but Katherine Heigl fits it better, I think.
Wasn't James Franco supposed to be? Or no, I'm tripping.
Spider-Man.
I was gonna say Spider-Man, but he was in Spider-Man.
Yeah. I love James Franco. I wish that he wasn't problematic. What are you gonna do though? People are sharing their favorite pop culture memories. Okay, so I'm a fucking fiend for pop culture. Do you know this?
Yes, I know
about
this.
Me? Obviously, the one Kanye West, Taylor Swift, 2009 VMAs. There's like nothing that compares to that time period. 2009, like pop culture back then was just so fucking good.
It was on fire.
It was on fire. It was funny because at the time, her boyfriend Taylor Lautner, you know Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
They were dating and they just like became public, and like he presented the award to her.
Oh.
And he thought it was like a sketch. Like he thought it was part of like it was like a bit that Kanye was doing, and like thought Taylor was in on it and thought like VMAs were in on it and everything. Right. So he's literally like standing behind her laughing. And he recently said in an interview that that's like one thing he would go back and change is like not protecting her, not realizing it wasn't real, like not like
but can you blame him?
No, he thought it was everyone did. It was literally like the Chris Rock fucking Will Smith thing.
I was gonna bring that up. Like, because a lot of people were laughing and like because they just thought like
keep your hands or keep your mouth.
That's when they realized, this is real.
I remember watching
when he started screaming that.
What'd he say? Keep my name.
Dude, our group
keep
chat,
my
how
wife's
lit
name.
was our group chat that
At
night?
that night, yeah. Oh my god, because we're like, did you guys all fucking see this?
Oh my god, dude, that shit was funny.
What
dude.
did he
that
say?
was a classic
Keep
night
my
for us.
wife's name out your fucking
Fucking
mouth. And like the echo of
Yeah.
like it is so.
And everyone turned silent because that's when you realize like it's not a sketch.
It's not a sketch.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a skit or a sketch. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh my god, dude. Imagine just getting.
But Will Smith fucking laughed at that joke.
That's the thing. Everyone's like he was laughing at it, but then he like looked to Jada, and Jada was not
Fuck
laughing.
Jada, for real, huh?
Yeah, you don't like her, huh?
What?
I don't
Do
really
you?
fuck with her. No, I don't.
Come on,
the
man.
whole uncoupling thing was too much for me.
She's
Or what was it? Not uncoupling. The
entanglement.
entanglement.
The entanglement,
Right?
Yeah,
Is that what we found
right.
ourselves in an entanglement?
Yeah.
What you were cheating on your husband is what you're
I don't
saying.
fuck with her
Like
at
that
all.
is just no way, Jose. Oh, when La La Land was announced as the best winner at the Oscars, but it was really Moonlight. Do you remember this?
Oh no, I don't remember that.
The entire cast went on stage to accept this award, and they were like, "It's not La La Land. It's not La La Land. It's Moonlight."
Oh
yeah,
shit,
I think-
Steve Harvey situation.
Yeah,
there.
Steve Harvey. But okay, the thing about Steve Harvey is I think they fucked up the card. Like the card said like second runner up or runner up or something like that, rather than just like putting the winner. They're like just put the winner at that point, you know?
Right.
Instead of like having to make him remember who the fucking first place is, right?
Right.
Like when there's two people, just put the person that won there. Don't put the person that lost.
100%. They
Because you're not gonna say like, and the runner up is right.
Yeah, no, 100%. The card was dumb.
Yeah.
They should just make it clear and concise.
Yeah.
But apparently that girl got way more like famous and endorsements from the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
So it benefited
her. Yeah.
I saw something like recently too, which is
Yeah.
funny, like a few days ago.
Yeah.
So it worked out in her favor. Like we don't remember who the fuck Miss America's
Oh,
are.
no.
Like, but her story we'll remember. Like we'll remember that story.
Yeah.
You know, even though I don't know her name.
Yeah.
But like that's the only story from any Miss America or what is it? Miss World? What is it?
I don't know if it was Miss Universe or Miss America.
Miss Universe.
Or...
I don't think it was Miss America because it was Columbia. Yeah, it was the countries, so it wasn't Miss America.
Okay, so it was
It was like Miss World or Miss Universe.
Miss Universe, yeah.
But yeah, she's the most famous one.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone.
Besides Olivia Couple.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
She won?
Yeah.
What'd she win? Miss America.
Miss Universe, I think. Let me check. I think Miss Universe.
She's hot. Who is she dating? Nicolette just brought her up to me.
McCaffrey.
Yep.
Christian
yep.
McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
Yeah, she won.
Oh, yeah.
She won. She was Miss Rhode Island, won Miss USA, and won Miss Universe in 2012.
No
and
way.
that was like her first time doing pageants too. Isn't that fucking wild?
She won Miss
Never
Rhode
said it.
Island for Miss America, and then also beat out all the countries.
Yeah, so she was Miss Rhode Island. So when she went through her thing, and then she became Miss Rhode Island. Then when you're in that, you get to go to the U.S. competition, and then she won Miss USA, and then she won Miss Universe. I still remember this year and like her dress and everything. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, but you didn't know that she was her, but you know who she is. So I think she's probably like the most famous.
Mm-hmm.
What's Priyanka Chopra? I feel like she was something. Priyanka Chopra. You know who this person is?
If I see her, maybe.
Oh, she was Miss World in 2000. Priyanka Chopra, she's married to Nick Jonas. They have like a kid together.
I don't know her.
It's
Yeah,
funny
all those
'cause
girls are pretty, obviously.
He dated Olivia Culpo, who was Miss Universe, but now he's married to Miss World.
No shit, he got a type.
Yeah, he got a type.
He likes the pageant queens.
Yeah. If that happened to me though, I would just like crumble to the floor because
Joe Jonas, huh?
Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas.
Joe Jonas is married to
Sansa
Sophie
Stark.
Yeah, Sophie
Sick.
Turner.
I saw something. It made me feel so bad for the third one. Kevin, where they were like,
was it like the?
"Oh, we wanted to go on without you" or some shit like that. Like,
yeah.
You couldn't keep up to like us two, and they dropped him from the band, and then they went on tour without him.
I don't know if they went on tour without him. I think that at that point they went solo, but like the reason they went solo is because like, I don't know, something with Kevin. But like it's really fucked up.
Kevin's vocals couldn't keep up or some shit.
He never did vocals. That's why I'm like, I don't know, like, or he never was like
the hot boy of the group.
Yeah,
no one ever
he was always like guitar and like
he was the
backup.
outcast. He was the third.
Yeah.
He was the third guy in
Yes,
the group.
he was 100%.
But still, that's your brother, dude.
I
You see how
know.
people are?
I know. But you know what's so interesting is, okay, so I've always been a Joe girl, like through and through. I was like a Joe girl. And Nick and Joe like often went back and forth between like being the main voice in the song, and Kevin just never was. And I just thought it was because like his voice wasn't as good, and like he just wasn't the person. But like I always loved Kevin, you know?
Yeah.
And then they all went like solo. Nick did his thing. Joe was in DNC and they had DNCE, and then they had like pretty good songs.
The fuck is DNCE?
Cake by the Ocean. You know that?
Okay. Yo, really?
Yeah.
He joined another band.
So he like
Formed another
group, yeah.
Okay.
So then now he's like Joe Jonas. They're on tour, the Jonas Brothers, but
With Kevin.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, but like
So
wonder,
maybe they just wanted to go and do their own thing for a little bit.
Yeah, but there was like a big thing like, about like
I saw an interview
Yeah.
with them like hoeing him straight to his face, and he's just sitting there all silent,
Yep.
like about to cry and
yeah,
shit.
it was like in their documentary or something.
Yeah,
did,
they were like by the
documentary.
kitchen table,
Yep,
literally. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
I would sock the fuck out of
Yeah,
Robin if he had
yeah.
done- No fucking
100%.
fuck off, bitches. Don't say that shit to me. I think they were saying like he was too focused on like his family or something, or like something like that. Something fucked up. Yeah, yeah, really fucked up.
Oh, they were striving for greatness.
Yeah,
Joe and Nick.
They didn't want to stop. Do you remember Flappy Bird? Were you part of
Fuck
that
yeah,
area?
dude! I got a funny story about that.
Okay.
So, one, yeah, I was really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Two, do you remember when they discontinued it?
Yes.
And do you remember if you had it on your phone, you had it?
Yeah, you were very valuable. Like
You had a
so
valuable
much value.
phone.
Yep.
So one of my boys calls me and he's like, "Hey, I want to sell my phone. I got Flappy Bird on it."
Uh-huh.
He's like, "You think I could sell it for like a couple grand?" You know? And the iPhone, whatever one he had at the time was maybe worth a couple hundred. He's like, "Can you list it for me for like $2,000, like on Craigslist or whatever it was at the time?" You
Okay.
know? And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll list it for you." You know, so I list it for him, and then a week goes by, and he's like, "Drop the price down to like $1,600." So we dropped it down like in increments of like $400. Now he never sold it.
No.
You know, and then even me, like I remember then I had that phone say like another year or two, and I was just like, fuck this phone, like fuck Flappy Bird, you know. But people were trying to sell it for like thousands,
Dude,
but no one ever.
I loved Flappy Bird so fucking
Yeah.
much. I remember when I
Should have
first
just kept the phone.
like I
Should've just kept that
remember the start of Flappy Bird. Like I downloaded it and like somebody next to me was like, "What are you playing?" I was like, "Flappy Bird. Look at me. I'm getting to fucking 13." I got to 13. I thought that was fucking insane. There was a point in school where I had the highest number. I got to like 200 and something, and people literally knew that I got like that high in fucking Flappy Bird. I just remember what it did to people's brains.
Yeah. Fuck
Like
it.
we all at school, every single person in class, in lunch, in the hallways, whatever it may have been. And there will never be a game like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one thing
What?
for Rob.
What?
Chrome Delete.
What's Chrome Delete?
That's who asked me to sell his phone for him.
Oh,
Chrome Delete.
that's for Robert specifically. We'll see if he listens.
Go to YouTube. He'll know who I'm talking about.
This stuff is so funny, but like outside of 9/11, what's a major historical event that you lived through?
Oh, I remember that.
We're looking at New England Patriots 3, Atlanta 28 in the third quarter, 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go, and he fucking won that game.
It's crazy.
That's so fucking wild.
It's scripted. Did you hear that? Did you see all those memes or no?
No. You
No,
think
they're-
you think that stuff actually
No,
is
I don't think
scripted?
so. No. But it's funny because a retired running back came out and like he was like on a podcast or whatever, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like we get a script before every season, like saying like when you're gonna get injured, like you're gonna get injured week 3, you're gonna pull a hamstring, blah blah blah." He was joking around.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, he was just
fucking
joking.
around.
Okay, gotcha.
But like some people took it serious, like, "Oh my God, I fucking knew it," like blah blah blah, you know? So now there's a shit ton of memes coming out like when Tom Brady got the script of his career and like he's happy as fuck because it's
He's like,
7
"Oh my
Super
gosh,
Bowls,
yeah,
you know,
look at
and
this shit, yeah.
and then like the Dallas Cowboys, like, "God damn it, the same script for 28 fucking years in a row," or some shit like that. You
What
know?
about the fucking Lions?
Yeah, same
you
thing.
know?
Yeah. Oh man, they're
Poor
fucking
Calvin
hilarious.
Johnson, one of the greatest fucking players ever, and he was stuck with us.
Yeah, man.
That's so sad. That's really fucking shitty. Do you remember the Fire Festival?
Yes, the
That-
island, wasn't it like an island?
Dude,
And
that whole
was it Costa Rica?
I don't remember where it was, but okay. So the premise of the Fire Festival is who was the fucking guy that was a part of
Some
it?
black guy. It wasn't Jamie Foxx.
No. He literally was at a Pistons game performing that I was at one time.
Oh my God, LL Cool J. No,
No.
no, someone similar to LL Cool J.
Yeah, very
similar
similar.
vibe. The awkward performance.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule, dude.
Wasn't
This
it? Did he
fucking guy.
perform at the Pistons?
Was
game?
it at the Palace?
I
don't know if it
swear-
was here, but
I
I remember the
swear-
awkward performance where like no one was like,
Yeah, it was a fraudulent music festival founded by Billy McFarland and Ja Rule. They created it with intent to promoting company's Fire app for booking music talent. So then they reached out to like Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, Hailey Bieber, all these people to post about it, and they did.
oh my
They
God, like
did.
they paid them?
Yeah, and they like posted about it. Look at this fucking meal that they had there. This shit is actually hilarious.
Whoa.
It's 2 pieces of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and then like a quote unquote side salad. Like, what the fuck? And then look at like all the tents that they were supposed to be staying in. Like, this was supposed to be a luxury experience, and it was like obviously fucking.
Mhm.
Yeah, I watched so many documentaries on this.
Look at that.
Yeah. Look at this guy. Look at them.
And what happened to them? Did they like?
I don't know if
There
they
was no
ever got-
lawsuits or anything, was
I
there?
feel like there had to have been. Fire, the greatest party that never happened. And they were supposed to, like have like music and shit there. Okay, so McFarlane, one of them, pled guilty and served almost 4 years of a 6-year sentence behind bars, which included 2 stints in solitary.
Damn.
Isn't solitary
They had to-
like when you have to go by
Solitary
yourself?
confinement by yourself, yeah. So they had to. So he went to prison for 4 to 6 years.
I guess. Yeah, because I think he was like the brain of it, the operation, but like
Seth MacFarlane, right?
no, not Billy McFarlane.
I was gonna say Seth MacFarlane's the director of, or like the
Seth MacFarlane
isn't he
is
the writer of Family Guy?
Yes, yeah. Seth MacFarlane is the creator of Family Guy.
Okay, and who's this MacFarlane? Just some random?
I think he was like, let me look him up, Billy McFarland. I think he was like just a businessman. Con artist is what Google says. Yeah, it doesn't really give me anything else. So he was a con artist, but he was like quote unquote a businessman, marketing, and
Right.
he defrauded investors of $27.4 million by marketing and selling tickets to the Fire Festival. 27. Oh my God. Oh, to the festival and other events. Damn. I don't see the thing about con artists is they have to be smart. You know?
Yeah.
Like he's a genius. Like
Low
is
key,
he stupid?
right.
Yeah.
But use it for
he
good.
got caught, but he's a fucking genius
Mhm.
because like his brain worked in a way that nobody caught him until it was like
Yeah, but to me, it's like
Dumpster.
do a real festival.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do something fucking real with that rather than like, yeah,
Like
yeah.
if I'm gonna get all that money, like I'm gonna throw a banger.
yeah. It
You
says
know,
they
and then I'm gonna keep it yearly.
exactly.
You know.
Attendees thought that they were jetted off to, or they were headed to the festival of a lifetime when they jetted off to a private island in the Bahamas to see artists like Major Lazer and Blink 182. Upon arrival, they learned that they had been scammed after the headliners dropped out. Their accommodations weren't as advertised, and the caterer's contract was terminated. The Bahamian government eventually canceled the entire event, and organizer Billy McFarland was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Yeah, crazy. So I wonder if like it was set up, but like it didn't still. No, because like you saw the food, you saw the tents. Like it was not what it was gonna be.
Right.
And like the island itself, like that, it was rocks. It wasn't sand. It was like not lavish at all. It literally looked like hell on earth.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Like if you made it there and you were scammed, you didn't like stay the week
Exactly.
to like chill.
Yeah.
You did. You went back home.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Do you remember when Nicki Minaj called out Miley Cyrus during?
Yeah, Miley
Miley,
Cyrus, what's good?
And now that we're talking about this bitch, Miley, what's good? And Miley was just like,
So cringe though. Come on.
it was so
Nicki.
cringe. It
Do
was
better.
It was honestly not classy. And Miley responded in a great way. She
Yeah.
was just like, you know how the tabloids are. They like to spew our words.
I like Miley.
Yeah, she's cool.
I love her new song, dude.
I can buy myself flowers.
Dude.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really fucking
Fire.
good. Apparently, it's like all about her husband cheating. Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, I know.
I know you know.
It's a diss track.
I just can't believe it.
Shit's dope.
I don't know if you'll relate to this, but when there was like a 3-4 show crossover on Disney Channel,
I think I watched it.
it was like Disney. It was like Hannah Montana,
Sweet Life.
and That's So Raven.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I
Love when they
fucking
did that shit.
loved that shit. Or did you remember Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents crossovers?
I think so.
Holy shit. Like the way like Jimmy would go into Fairly Odd Parents and then he would be like flat. And then Timmy would go to like Jimmy's World and he'd be like bubbly.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope,
oh
dope,
my God.
dope. I think I remember
Timmy
that
Turner
too.
was like stupid and Jimmy was like super smart.
Yeah.
So like they're like so different.
That's
I fucking
funny.
love
I think
that
I
shit.
remember that. I love Dexter's laboratory.
Yeah. Me too. So much.
Stay out of my
DD.
laboratory.
Is there anything else you have to talk about?
Shit, what do we got going on? Anything going on?
This weekend, Friday, tomorrow, we're going to go to Amanda's and we're going to have some food and we're going to go to Kit Kat Club after.
Dope. Hell yeah.
I'm going to fucking sing.
Nick's birthday, by the way.
Today?
No,
Oh.
February 25th. We're going,
Are you guys going to Chicago?
no, didn't I tell you we canceled that?
No.
Yeah, Nick was like, I feel bad to make everybody go out because everybody's so busy with shit. He's like, plus it's like going to be ice cold.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Windy City in fucking
yeah,
February,
it's
dude.
fucking
Are you
brutal.
kidding me?
Yeah, I've been.
So we're just gonna, I got the plan. There's this badass karaoke bar. It's new in downtown Detroit.
Ooh.
So I was thinking we go there and then like, cause we never like go out anymore. Like we go out, but we don't go out anymore. So like I was thinking, okay, get dressed up. Whoever wants to make it to dinner, come to dinner. We go to that karaoke bar. It's called Sid Gold's Karaoke.
Oh my God, how fun.
And it's like sick. My cousins went there. They're like, dude, badass. Like they're like, we had a fucking blast. Like they went. And then I was thinking of bar hop from there a little bit Saturday night. So we'll do that. And then,
I'm upset. I'm going to be in fucking.
Oh, you're gonna be gone. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick
where the hell
couldn't
you gonna
have
be?
had a birthday a week before. I'm going to
Shit.
be in Tahoe.
Right. That's dope though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset, but.
I got some other news.
Okay.
My mom made history. The first employee, the first female,
To work.
the first female human to be an employee at. No, the first woman to work at Lafayette, Coney Island.
Wow. Ever? That's so
Ever.
Bona never worked there?
No.
So when Drew Barrymore was at Lafayette,
She just came to
yeah,
see even
her?
me. I didn't work there at the time either. You
Yeah,
saw how
obviously.
young I
You
was.
were just a little baby, yeah.
And
Wow.
yep. And then Bona and Surah surprised my mom that first day. But so my mom had off and like we were like short staffed. Which is not a big deal because like during the day when it's cold out, it's not that busy.
Yeah.
It's more steady, you
Right,
know?
yeah.
So but my mom had off and it was my idea. I'm like, go.
Yeah.
I'm like, go like work like for fun, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Because my mom was a waitress before, you know, at Country Chef with your mom.
Yeah.
And then my mom loved it. And then the next day, the lady she works for called and said, like, oh, my husband's sick. Like, don't come in today. So then she went again. And then so my mom, this is my mom's third day in a row.
She loves it.
But I called her. I'm like, do you love it? I'm like, are you like over it now? She's
Yeah.
like, no, I fucking love it. She's like, I'm having so much fun. And they're not even short staffed now, but she went.
She just went. Oh my gosh, that's so
she's
cute.
loving it, dude. And then she sent me a picture of this customer. Look how he's laughing, smiling.
That's so cute.
And then one customer told her, I've been coming here since like 1982, and this is the best service I've ever gotten in my life from my mom.
Yeah, obviously.
What the fuck?
Not to-
so funny.
Not to say obviously, but like.
But true, because
it's just in women's bones to do
it's
that.
in women's
shit.
and she was like a waitress for like fucking
Waitress,
10
yeah,
plus
she
years
knows
for
how to
sure.
do it. Yeah.
You know, and then but yeah, the guys that work there, like, I was the nicest to the customers.
Right.
The guys that work there are like, what do you want? All
Yeah.
right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
They don't give a
Yeah.
like, but that's also part
It's
of the
part of the experience.
It's part of the
Yeah,
experience,
yeah.
you know. But mom was like, hey, how are you doing? Good, yeah, no problem.
What
Like,
can I get
you
for
know,
you?
like super
Yeah.
sweet and
Yeah.
shit.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love that. So, just back to Drew Barrymore. How many people have filmed stuff in Lafayette? Not many, or was like that the only movie that
That's
you know?
a
of?
bunch.
A lot of people have filmed movies there.
Yeah, okay. Film movies there. It's I want it like a handful.
Okay.
And I don't know all of them. LOL was Miley Cyrus. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, we have her autograph. Yeah.
No picture.
We have a picture. She signed a picture
Of
of her,
herself.
but yeah,
Gotcha.
I think her scene wasn't in the Coney.
Oh, okay.
But like, it's a movie. LOL. Did you ever
Yeah.
watch it? Mm-hmm. So like, her dad in the movie,
Okay.
and then her dad's girlfriend or wife or Miley's mom. I don't know.
Okay.
There was like one or two scenes in the Coney. Mm-hmm. But Miley was like there.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nothing. No like crazy movie.
Yeah.
Like that everybody watched. You know. I told you about Ben Affleck and what's her name?
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner. They came
Yeah.
in because he was filming Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to be an extra on, but
Yeah.
I was just lazy instead of because you could just go sign up for that shit.
We need to
You
do
just go
that.
sign up.
We really should.
You don't
do that.
audition to be an extra.
So
You just plug your name in, and then every time there's a movie, and the reason a lot of movies started being filmed here
I was gonna
is,
ask that.
you like Detroit gave like huge tax breaks
Gotcha. To people that.
to people that wanted to film movies here, so it
Gotcha.
like drove them in. It drove a lot of people in, and then I think Cleveland followed suit, and then so I think that's why.
Yeah.
And then Transformers was filmed here, so like I met Bumblebee.
Ooh.
You know, the car.
Yeah.
Right. I got like a couple videos of them shooting on the street, like
That's really sick.
pretending to like drift and shit,
Uh-huh.
you know, but the car was moving like fucking like 20 miles an hour, you know, but they speed it up in the
Yeah.
movie, you know. It's kind of funny to see.
That is
I
so
saw them
crazy.
redo it like 4 or 5 times.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, Shaq came. I never met Shaq, but Shaq came through. Prince Fielder.
Yeah. You
remember Prince
mentioned
Fielder?
that. Yeah. Who was like? Were you ever starstruck by anyone?
No, me and Romeo became boys. Little Romeo.
Not Little Romeo.
Yeah, Little Romeo,
Remember
yeah.
his show?
I never watched it.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was it like? The Romeo
The
show.
Romeo show, yeah.
Oh my god, I fucking loved that show.
Yeah, me and him became like I got his number.
No.
Yeah. And that I brought him to Hoop at Joe Dumars. He was here filming filming a movie or like
Wow.
a show or something, and then
I know it's not a big deal. It's Little
he was
Romeo.
like, "Man,
but-
I'm trying to hoop or whatever." I was like, "Wow." I was like, "I hoop every fucking Monday." Blah blah blah. And then we exchanged numbers, and then I sent him the address. I'm like, "Yo, 8:00." I was like, "I could pick you up." I was like, "I don't know your situation."
Yeah.
You know, I was like, "I could pick you up." He's like, "No, I got a car." Like,
That's so
yeah,
sick. That's
and then-
cool.
Yeah, I was like, it's not in a dangerous area or nothing. I was like, we're gonna be in like the burbs. I'm telling him, you know. But he didn't care. Yeah, he came through.
That's so sick.
Johnny was there. Johnny Dushai was there.
Oh.
Yeah, so Johnny met him. Johnny was cracking jokes to him and shit,
Um,
like making fun of him.
remember-
And
yeah.
I'm like, dude, like,
you're like, can you not?
just be. I'm not even like saying like it was cool. Like there was nothing to be starstruck about.
Right. It's
But I
yeah.
was saying like, don't make fun of that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Johnny was making fun of it, but that's Johnny.
Yeah, that's just
fucking
him
hilarious. He's like,
through
oh,
and through.
Lil Romeo, like calling him Lil.
You have to.
Shit was fucking
Lil
funny, dude.
Romeo, that's so funny.
Yeah, and
remember
that-
him and Lil Bow Wow had their moment, dude.
Yeah, for
at
real,
one
they
time.
did.
They had
They
a
did.
fucking moment. I used to love Lil Bow Wow. Like when I was obsessed with him. I
Yeah.
loved him because that like fucking like Mike. You watch like Mike.
Yeah. I liked them both because I like Master P, Lil Romeo's dad,
Uh huh.
and then Bow Wow because the movie Like Mike,
Yeah.
badass movie.
Yeah. And then like they just I don't know how Romeo was doing, but I remember I can't call him Bow Wow, just Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah.
He did something once and was like looking out a window and was like on my way to Italy or something like that, and he like was not. Do you remember this?
Oh my, yeah. He posted a picture of his jet.
Yeah.
He posted a picture of a jet with a Rolls Royce, but it was like from Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it became a internet
A meme,
sensation.
yeah.
Like it was like do the Bow Wow or
Yeah,
something like
yes,
that.
yeah.
And then people were like pulling pictures from like the
Yeah.
Bahamas or whatever,
Yeah.
like on vacation, you know, and like they're at home.
So fucking funny. Oh wow, good times. I like.
Funny shit.
There's just like nobody like that anymore. Like I feel like him, Nick Cannon, and Lil Romeo, like them for me like are in the same box. They all had their moments.
I want to put, I guess Nick Cannon was with them.
Something about them three.
I
Like,
wanted to put Nick Cannon with them.
I don't know.
But was he there? Are they the same age?
I don't know if they're the same age, but something about like them three at one point in my life, I was like, they're the it boy. Like
Nick Cannon was on Nickelodeon. What was Nick? Where did Nick Cannon come from?
I know, obviously, Wild and Out.
Yeah, but before that, was he like a teenage? Because like when he was on Wild and Out, he was already like.
Yeah, let me look how
21.
old he is. I don't know. Let me look at their ages. And
I'm trying to think if Nick Cannon was like on a TV show, like a burger show, wasn't it? Like not a food show, but where he was working in a restaurant. What show was that?
Yeah, I know. It was
Do you know what show I'm talking about?
Yeah,
where there
but-
was a couple. There was like two black kids running like a burger shop, like on a beach. What show is that?
This one is just saying the Nick Cannon show on Nickelodeon,
Okay, so he did have it. Okay,
and Keenan Thompson was like on it and everything.
yeah, that's the show I'm thinking of.
Yes, yeah.
Didn't they run like a burger shop?
I don't remember.
It was like a small little burger
I
shop,
ha-
and they were like on a beach town.
I
in,
feel
a
like
beach
I
town.
I have it, but I don't like.
That gotta
you know
be
what I'm
it.
saying? Like I
That
had
gotta
something.
be
It's
it.
like makes sense to me what you're saying, but
because
like,
Keenan
not
was
fully.
in it.
Okay, he's 42. Lil Bow Wow,
I'm gonna say he's 33.
35. Lil Romeo.
I'm gonna say 33.
33. Good
Yeah,
job.
it's crazy.
And they didn't have long. They weren't in the spotlight too long, but they made their impact. That's for sure.
Yeah, Lil Bow Wow, dude. That fucking that plane thing, that shit was
So
hilarious.
funny. Poor guy. It's sad.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really is.
Kind of sad, but also
Like,
don't
why
fake
don't
flex.
do that?
Like,
yeah. Why are you doing
if
that?
a normal person did that, I'd make like
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Are you fucking
Oh,
stupid?"
100%.
Let alone a celebrity.
So,
like,
yeah, a celebrity doing it is even worse. Yeah. Well,
little pop culture episode, sports
yeah,
episode.
a little bit of everything in there for everyone. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.
Bye.